I get a lot of women that are like, these don't fit and they return it, no problem, you know. But this lady was irate, like, and she messaged me and she's like, all right, we are live from the, I can say it now, Pickin Paradise podcast. Pickin Paradise podcast.
Who's down with P?
Down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. I'm a little late to the game, but can we talk about Carry On, the movie?
Did we not last time?
I mean, I hadn't seen it.
Oh, you hadn't seen it?
No, I hadn't seen it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it literally probably like went to number 10 in my all-time movies.
Really?
Yeah, not gonna lie. I'm not even a really huge what is it, like Aaron?
That's huge.
Aaron Egerton, or however, whatever.
Yeah.
No,
you didn't like Samuel Jackson. What's it called?
Kingsman?
Yeah, Kingsman.
Yeah, I mean it was okay. I didn't hate it. I thought it was kind of like you're a big Bond person, which I like, you know, Pierce Brosnan Bonds probably more than the other ones, but I felt like it wasn't necessarily like my movies. They were good, they were fun, they were enjoyable, but like I could go back and watch them like, oh, did I ever see this? I don't remember.
Right. Yeah. It was more shocking than anything.
He was Elton John, and I don't think I saw that. I'm pretty sure I tried to sit down and watch it, and I don't remember if I actually finished it or not.
Yeah.
But he got huge praise for that. But saying all that, like, I'm not a huge fan of his where I know a bunch of his movies. Actually, he played Robin Hood like in 2000.
What?
Like 18 or 19. I'm pretty sure it was him and Jamie Foxx.
I have to go back and look at that. Okay, so Carry On. So I finally saw it. I had, okay expectations. Yeah, it was really good. Like,
yeah, everybody keeps comparing it to Die Hard.
I actually went and watched Die Hard after I watched this.
Same. I think I watched it because I watched it like the night it came out. It was like December 14th or 15th or something. Like the night it came out, I watched it. And then I told my wife about it. And she's like, well, hey, when we go up to Ohio to visit my parents, we should watch it with them.
Right.
They had already watched it when we got there. So in between knowing that, like I watched Die Hard in between watching it once. And then when I watched it again, I was like, okay, so it's kind of like Die Hard 1 and 2. Because Die Hard 2 takes place like at the airport also.
Right.
But I don't know so much as if it's like, I mean, it's not as good as Die Hard because that's like just a legendary action movie.
All around, I would rewatch Die Hard, and I'm like, oh, this is even better than I remember. Like, even every watch, you're like, wow, this is well done.
I heard it online, like probably TikTok, or maybe I read like an Instagram reel or something. But that was Alan Rickman's first movie.
Really?
That's just ridiculous. that was his first movie.
Well, he killed it. I mean,
I know,
literally.
But I don't know so much if they compared it to Die Hard because like Die Hard being a Christmas movie.
Right.
But no, I enjoyed it.
There was a couple things in the movie. I'll say this: there was a couple things that I was like, I probably wouldn't have done that, or that's kind of silly. But it didn't matter; it just kept rolling. I will say the very ending. I'm not going to give it away, even though it's been out forever. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
But the very ending surprised me. Like, I didn't think they were going to go that far, I'll just say.
Yeah. Like the very, very ending where...
Yeah, Jason Bateman.
The demise? Okay.
Yeah.
Well...
Yeah, they kind of went there, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like...
Well, it was one of those things, like, I kept thinking, like, where the other little, like, Easter egg could be. Mm-hmm. And this probably kind of give it away. So spoiler alert. My wife ended up saying, like, what if at the very end Bateman was on the plane and you realize that someone was talking to him?
Oh yeah.
that he wasn't actually the one calling the shots. He was the one
which
you
would have
thought,
been
which was
opened up for a great sequel.
exactly like a really, really cool cliffhanger. But I
I would have
figure,
liked that.
yeah, but I figure with this one, like how they ended it, it is a one and done.
Mm.
But they could always spin it to where, um, it could be like future, not really related to the movie, but future, of the Egerton guy,
Yeah.
whatever his name is. I always think Eggsy. That's what I always call him. But
Well, Bateman's. I mean, there's got to be other guys like Bateman in
yeah,
that. You know.
well, even at the airport, like there were a couple other people, like the girl
Mhm.
who
Exactly.
ended up who ended up giving him the other bag and stuff. So I mean,
Yep.
obviously, you question all motive now, like going to the airport, and
Right.
I'd watched that and I went through security, and I always get the pat down, always, no matter
Do
what,
you?
always. And they just look at me like, "Come here, sir." And I'm like, "Go ahead, buddy. I'm all clear here." Um, but yeah, it was cool watching it because then like you see like all the machinery and all the stuff that it looks for like explosives and weapons and all that kind of stuff. It was really cool because I'm putting my bag in there thinking like obviously I don't have anything in there, but it's like it's scanning everything and that person on the screen is like making sure that everything is copacetic.
Yeah. See, I don't ever get the pat down. I don't ever get any of
Right.
that. I guess I'm
Every
just,
trout
it's
me, you'll get it, or you
it's
can
like
watch them pat me down.
what's that movie with Jennifer Aniston and he creates like a little family so he can smuggle drugs.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah. We're the Millers.
yeah, we're the Millers. It's like that when he goes and gets the haircut and he's like, I want that. Like, it's like no one will suspect anything.
Exactly. I don't
All
know.
right. Well, this isn't a movie podcast, but I hate when people are like, "How was your week? How was your week? What are you up to?"
Well, I got sick Saturday. We went to Brown's flea
Browns.
um
How
and
come? I mean, we live in Florida. It's rarely cold, but the both times we've been to Browns, it's like the coldest mornings ever.
yeah. And I don't know, like I'm never that person who thinks like, oh, it's chilly outside, you're gonna catch a cold, but like I literally did. So
Got a little cough, cough.
a little bit of a cough, sniffles.
This is nice, not being in the same room. Like I can just
I know, right? You're not gonna catch the germs.
I can sneeze on the
I
screen.
can shoot it over to you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got my
Snowy cozy.
my big cozy fleece hoodie on and
You look
representing for.
very Feliz Navidad.
Thank you. I'm wearing
Mm-hmm.
my Blue Jays hat, so I guess we're representing like Joe Carter, John Olerud,
There you
uh,
go.
Dante Pachette's son, with Bo Bichette. He's there, I think, still.
Ring of the lineup. Come on.
I know.
Okay, so we went to the Browns flea market, which was again phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it kind of started off slow, but yeah, it was really good. That video's coming out soon. We saw another YouTuber there, met another YouTuber.
Yes, for sure. Super good guy.
Yeah, so Rod picking and punching. He actually came up to us. We had the camera. You all right there? You doing good? He saw our camera and came up. He's like, "You guys have a YouTube channel?" I was like, "As a matter of fact, we do." And he was really cool, just chatting it up and like gave us some YouTube insights. And I mean, the guy's pushing, big numbers on YouTube. Got a bunch of channels. It was funny though because if you noticed when we were talking and chatting, other people kind of like gathered around and was like
Yeah,
chiming in and
yeah,
uh, wanting to be a part of the fun.
yeah. The lady selling behind me, I guess in the video. I think you had already looked at stuff, and I don't even think he was looking at her stuff. But yeah, she kept chiming in, and it's like, dude, be quiet. Like we're having a conversation. You're
It's
not
like,
you're not
no.
even remotely in this conversation. You're 15 feet behind us. Like, be quiet.
Well, and who was the lady? Who was the lady that came up and she kept saying her last name to you? Like you talked to her for a little while. I don't know.
Saying her last name?
Yeah, she's like, we're the whatever.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She was saying, was that the same time? I thought that was earlier.
She came by at that time at the end too.
Okay.
She caught us a couple times.
I think she was just saying that like her and her husband like to watch videos, and she was like, "What's y'all's YouTube?" And I was like, "It's Pickin Paradise, like Pickin with no G, Pickin." And I was like, "Yeah, take a look." And she was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll send a comment." And then she's like, "Our name is da 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 da," and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I feel bad. I can't remember. She said it a couple times.
So if we get a comment, just say, "Hey,
right.
that was me. This is my name. I said hello."
If she's part of the 7 people that watch this.
Yes. Yeah. Well, one of our videos got like 400 or 500 views, so you know.
Yeah, they like us actual picking. I mean, videos. These no one watches. I mean, they're like,
no. These are just fillers.
These are just us hanging out, like just talking. But yeah, so Rod and he's got another. He does the Pickin channels, which he does a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still a wrestler, but used to be in the wrestling.
he himself was a wrestler?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. In the minors, but
yeah, I couldn't imagine doing
that. No, but he also has a card channel, which I know you were interested in.
Yep. I know he had I think it was an unopened box, or no, phrase that, an opened box of whatever we ended up buying, the like 91
Donruss?
Something like that, yeah. So, because I think I bought like 2 or 3, you bought 1 pack, and I think he had like maybe 50 packs or something in the box.
Yeah. Those are fun out the flea market, finding those old 80s, 90s.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, whenever I started opening it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember these cards. And I'm flipping through, and it's just
nostalgia. Crap
after crap after crap. And you're like, oh, look, Ray Langford. I remember that guy. But it's good. At least you have like 6 cards, you know who the people are out of, 20. So
yeah, but you remember like Dave Winfield. No one cares about Dave Winfield, but it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Dave Winfield.
Uh-oh.
Hold that thought.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Oh, no. I did find 2 Tony Gwynns, though.
Nice. Padres.
Yeah, no, I did find a Dave Winfield, but I guess I didn't grab him out. I guess I didn't think that he was worthy enough of a top loader.
He was in his Yankees jersey, he was.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it out.
I wish I could. But yeah, no, it was nice. I know the last time we went there, I wasn't even looking at cards because I was still on the boat of, trying to find all the cards I can of Van Slyke.
Right.
But I was like, I need to venture out and, just try to find, some good rookies or, some good refractor cards, something like that. And then this one, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy some older cards to just kind of, fill the void, especially if they're cheap.
Right.
And I uploaded a couple to TikTok. Probably the worst video ever. Just trying to hold it and like shuffle cards, in front of you with no equipment is pretty sad. But
I saw that too because I had to flip my phone.
Yeah, sideways. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. I opened up that one. I got an upper deck, and then I didn't realize that the upper deck was like, it was the higher numbers. So like that's without Griffey, because Griffey was like 1 or 10 or something on that on that year. But I think I pulled.
Was it like Series 2? Is that what you mean? Like
yeah, like was, I remember the front of, like, once I got home and looked at it, just said like number like 650 through 750.
Oh, gotcha.
So it was all the cards in that of that number.
Yeah.
But I got one card I can't remember, but I know I pulled a David Justice, so that was kind of cool. But I had a few of them that were decent. But it's fun, like you said. You're going back to your childhood in that sense. You're going after these cards and stuff like that we used to buy at the lines at Kmart probably back then.
Right.
It's just fun.
Yeah, and then you can sell the extra ones you don't have. Sell them live. Have you checked? Have you been on DibDit yet?
Other than just pulling it up and looking at it, but
Slacker.
This is for $2.
Where's my $2?
Anybody wants this? It's $2. But yeah, it was. I'll probably get on there and at least sell some good stuff. I actually saying that.
Actually, hold up.
And in the mail.
Ooh, mail call.
Mail's here.
Here's the mail. It's never fails.
Makes me want to wag my tail. All right, so I got this one online. Not super, super rare card, but it was graded, and it was a 9.
Oh.
So I kind of figure like probably anything above a 7 is probably good as far as graded, but obviously 9 or 10 are better. But it's graded a 9, and it's a Shote Hutani.
Ooh.
But pretty nice.
Trying to tell what. I just see the LA Dodgers. What go down? Oh, 24 tops. Yeah. Nice. Is it a numbered card or no?
No. That's why I said it wasn't super rare. It was one of the ones that like I said, trying to venture out and at least, get something that I don't collect. So I mean, if I ended up selling it, I think I spent less than 25. So if there's ever a time I could sell it for 35 or 40, make a little bit of a profit and buy other stuff. Not going to go retire on it, but still fun.
Come on. Well, shameless plug, but yeah, you need to get on DibDit and Tuesday nights, which we're recording this tonight. American Arbitrage sells on there.
Nice
cards. I actually bought some from him last time. I had to get some Nolan Ryan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it signed?
It's printed, signed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nolan.
And some Jordans.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I know.
Venturing out.
I know. So yeah, you need to jump on there and because we're definitely gonna be selling there live soon.
Yeah, for sure.
What you got in your junk drawer? Your wax drawer.
Oh, where's it at? Hold on. You pulled the Nolan out, so.
I'm a sucker for Nolan Ryan and maybe a little Oral Hershiser.
Here's my Dave Winfield.
Nice, Dave.
But I still, I don't know why I get excited for Jose Canseco.
Jose.
Like, dude, the guy was ridiculous, and it's like.
He was a beast, though.
He was, bro. Maybe I put Nolan in a case. So I
feel like him and Bo Jackson.
Right? Yeah. I love Bo. I had a bunch of Bows at one time, but here we go.
Oh, yes. I remember that card.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that one when I saw it, and then here's the David Justice that.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
That was 90s or 89?
90.
90.
Yeah. But I did also buy my first refractor signature.
Ooh.
Jack Wolf.
Jack Wolf. Of the Wolf clan.
Maybe he'll win the Cy Young Award this year, and I can
maybe
I can sell it for $1 million. But in the 91 Fleer, which I think that's what we ended up getting because it's like the yellow,
Yeah.
like little crappy yellow cheap cards. But I did pull,
Ruben Sierra.
yeah.
I remember that card.
So I looked it up, and there's this one. There's a McGuire. There's a Jose Canseco. There's a Ryan, a Strawberry, a Ricky Henderson.
See, those are sweet.
There's just a bunch of those that are like really, really cool cards.
Those you took out and put into your binder, your small
Absolutely.
binder.
Oh, your small one where you had like 14. You're like,
Yeah.
no one touches these.
That's the one you bring to school and trade with.
I'm taking this on show and tell, and nobody touches it.
Yes.
That means you, Billy.
Billy.
I'll whoop your behind on the monkey bar.
So instead of ginger ale, you got 7-Up. Make you feel better?
Yeah, my wife's not a fan of ginger ale, so.
I'm not a huge fan either.
Actually, Sprite's but Starry.
I got my.
I see yours. Is that Batman Returns or Forever?
Batman Forever.
Okay.
McDonald's cup.
Oh yeah, I see the Joker question mark.
Yeah.
I see those.
I got my
at the
raspberry lemonade. I don't know what it is. It's, as I get older, I have to have my my flavored lemonades, man.
Nothing's wrong with that.
No, go through Wendy's and yeah.
Oh, is that where it is? You like that?
Wendy's has them. The other ones are starting to jump on board too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from soda as much as possible, but like I do like regular tea or lemonade.
Right. Which has just as much sugar, but
I do Crystal Light, so it's fake sugar. So
there you go, fake sugar.
I might die from something else from the fake sugar.
Right. Your body can't digest it, but that doesn't matter. It's like
oh well.
Oh well. So yeah. So you're gonna be doing cards more? Is this what I hear?
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to get kind of a variety, I guess. Like I even got like some basketball cards. I got a couple football cards. Just like random, just kind of figure because everybody has like a dollar box, you know. I figure if we ever have something at the Browns, put some in like the dollar box, put some in like a $5 box. But yeah, nothing crazy. Just having fun with it for now.
Yeah, that's fun. Of course, I'm always looking for the comics because that's where I started. But
yeah, for sure. And I mean, you probably know a little bit more about cards than I do about comics, but still, I mean, it's one of those things too. Like on our last video you had where we were at the Browns, our first one, I remember going home and telling my wife, like, yeah, they had a Boba Fett #1 for like $40. And she's like, okay. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, it's high-end comic. I was like, wasn't in great shape, which is why it's $40. She's like, why didn't you buy it? I'm like, I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
So, and then they weren't there this time because I was ready.
No, but we did, man, and I kind of wish I should have got them, but we found some classic Dick Tracy comics.
Yeah, we probably should have circled back and at least gotten 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, they're $5 a piece, but they weren't in bags and boards. They were just raw dogging it, and I didn't know what to do with them. Like, how do you protect that? And they weren't in great shape, but
I think my wife's right though, because she went with us. She was on her own, but I think we should bring like some Ziplocs, like freezer bags.
Yeah,
for that kind of purpose, just to either throw cards in or throw comics in.
Well, that guy handed me a bunch of PS3 games, and they were just the discs, and he was like, "I just want to get rid of them. Just take them all." And they were good ones. And it's like, but then when I'm holding like a stack of PS3 games, like, what do I do? Like, I don't want to scratch them. Like,
yeah. That's the thing of it too. I mean, I think the guy that's
and the car's way too far away. Like,
oh yeah, well, the guy that's selling the Dick Tracy stuff was selling like fishing lure and knives and crossbows and stuff, and it's like,
he had no idea.
why do you have these Dick Tracy comics? And I don't know. I should have just grabbed one because I know if I would have grabbed one, you would have got one too. But it was also like we're both kind of looking at it like, what are we supposed to do with it? It's going to get bent up as soon as I put it in the our cart. So
I know.
But yeah, I might definitely do that next time. Bring either like a freezer bag or maybe bring like a little notebook or something like the braided notebooks, like little flimsy one we used to have like in school.
Yeah, I'm really curious if anybody's, for the 7 people watching this, like if you go to these places, flea market stuff, like, I don't know, do you guys bring anything? Like, comment down below. Like, I don't know. I need some good ideas to like just protect stuff or keep stuff, And like, what about like the glass people? Like you buy this expensive glass out there and different, like you don't want it to break with all your crap,
Yeah. Well, one thing I noticed, and I mean, I told you that for like the bigger items, if you would have gotten like a, table and chairs out there, there was the golf cart.
Golf cart.
But I'm assuming you could do that too. But hey, I have some breakables. Is there any way
That's true.
You could take it to my car? But that'd be kind of stupid. Like, hi, I have this comic that I bought $5. Can you take it to my car so I can put it in the back seat?
Sir, yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Speaking of comments, though, we've gotten some new viewers, just a couple.
2.
2. Maybe 3. But we got some comments on our last video, and there is a gentleman, I'm trying to bring up the comment, but Mike Metco is his channel. Oh, where is it at? Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, Mike Metco is his channel.
Okay.
YouTube channel. And it's pretty cool because he basically has started, well, go check out the channel and stuff, and you'll get more information because I'm going to butcher it, but he does a lot of the meetups for the resellers.
Right.
Which we're brand new to the arena. I mean, we've met, yeah, and we've met a couple. We're trying to watch all these YouTube channels. There's a bunch of them, and there's a bunch of content, and it takes a long time to go through it, trying to learn. But Mike Metco is the channel, and he's putting together meetups where you can go and meet up with resellers, YouTubers that do it, or just people that resell, and hang out and learn stuff. And yeah, seems pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Just being able to like have that community, especially where like pretty much everybody's open to helping each other out, is really cool. And having someone like him, especially meeting up and like, being like, hey, so-and-so and so-and-so is going to be here. Let's hook up. And, like we were talking there, like, I guess in this community, you don't have people that are going against you in that sense. Everybody's kind of on a team. It's like, well, what do you collect? What are you looking for? And it's like, okay, cool. So if you're out there with him, be like, I could see someone being like, hey man, there was this Van Slyke I saw over there. And I know from your channel, you really like him. It's graded. I got it for $5. Here you go, man. Something like that. I could totally see someone out there, helping you out and hooking each other up, in that aspect.
Right. Yeah. Mike Metco meetups. Yeah. And Mary is joining him. Mary commented on, and they're kind of teaming up and going to do some meetups. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited to meet some of these guys and girls and get some knowledge and and hopefully learn how to pick, right?
For sure. Or at least get better at it.
Right. At least get better at it. Or pretend we're getting better at it.
Yeah.
Right. You guys can watch us fail. It's fun. It's fun content. Why did they buy that crap?
Or someone will be like, you should have bought those Dick Tracy comics, you idiots.
Yes. That's what I'm waiting on. Comments in our video of like, do you know what you just passed up? Like that was $5 million. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I always think that whenever I watch videos, I'm like, why'd you not get that card? Like, what is wrong with you?
No, but yeah, man, I'm hungry. Have you eaten dinner?
Dinner? No, it's middle of the day.
Oh, it feels like dinner time.
Hmm.
I ate
Well,
some beef jerky for a snack.
hey, I had beef jerky today too.
So let me ask you, and you get the bags because I got beef jerky for Christmas because that's a gift dads get now. Um, but you get like it's not really. I mean, it is real beef jerky, but not really. Like you get it at Walmart or Publix or whatever in the bags and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's always that thing in the bag that's supposed to keep it,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
like preservative.
preservative and stuff. And they're like, do not eat this. Whatever you do, it will kill
Right.
you. But leave it in there with your beef jerky that you're going to eat. Like,
Well, I think it's the same thing in what is like you buy like clothing or sometimes it's just like in random stuff like the little I think it's silica, like the
yeah,
little packets. It's like don't eat these. Well,
right,
thanks for letting me know. I thought they were Tic Tacs.
right. But you're not going to eat your clothing. I mean, you may lick it. I don't know. But the beef jerky is like on top of this thing, like all around. You're like moving it around to get your.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I didn't have beef jerky. I had Slim Jim.
Mm, it's even
I'm
more fake.
so I had pears today.
Nice.
I had a Lunchable, and I had a Slim Jim.
This is a meal for champions right there.
So I did not have dinner, but I could eat. Where are
Pretty
we
sure
going?
Jose Canseco ate that.
Oh, absolutely. That's how he was hitting dingers.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, did you what else did you find at the Browns? Did we find anything else?
I know you found some clothes. We always end up hitting that one seller that's like, you're like, hey, how much is the sweater or the jacket? It's like, oh, it's $6. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna get these two. And it's like, okay, well, let me show you these other ones. And then like they start showing you more, and they're $6, and they're like, you get 12 of them. You're like, just give me $10, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I felt like the one guy was like digging into the clothes, just like basically went head first and was like, here you go, here you go, here you go. And I'm like, okay, yeah, well, thanks for your help, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just jumping in. I kind of made a comment like it's like a snow pile or something. He was just like going in head first. And it's funny because you have that, and then you have the other ones that don't even say hi to you. Like,
oh, absolutely. Well, me and my wife always have that joke. Like, you go to a garage sale, and you're like, you walk up. Maybe you're not the only people there, but it's like, hey, good afternoon. How you doing today? And it's just crickets, and you're like, I'm not buying nothing from you.
dude, it's
like,
so awkward.
It doesn't cost anything to be friendly,
No.
even just a hi, good morning, or something.
And then you feel like, am I supposed to be looking at your stuff you have thrown out on the yard? Like,
right.
am I supposed to be in your garage? Like,
well, the one thing out there that is probably like most flea markets, but like you go to some booths and like nobody's there, so you're just kind of like looking. You're like, whose booth is this?
yes.
And then all of a sudden they like come out from like, oh hi, what do you want? It's like, how much is this? Like, oh, $35. Oh, you're at a flea market, dude. Like, we don't want that.
I want your undies for $35.
But yeah, no, I know we got good clothes. We got a couple sets of cards, like some packs. I know I opened mine. Did you open yours yet?
No, I haven't.
You
remember the hats?
Yes.
I don't. Yeah. So there was this lady, and she's a cool lady. I enjoy her. I don't know where her accent is from, but she always dresses very hip. But
is hip the right word?
I don't know.
Is it hip to be square?
It's hip to be square. Yeah. And she had a bunch of nice hats. And we're like, how much were the hats? And they're like, she said $3 to $5.
Yep.
Cool. And then she had a whole bucket, and she's like, these are all new. These are all like new to. She had just gotten them.
Yeah.
And she's like, come back, look at them. She even pulled out her chair. She's like, you could sit here, go through them.
Yeah.
And it was 2 big bags. And so I'm going through them where I'm pulling out hats, handing them to you. I mean, they were nice, good hats.
Mm-hmm.
And we spent, I don't know, quite a while there
At
looking
least,
through the hats.
I mean, 10 to 15 minutes easily.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Now, some of them had stickers on them, but they were like store stickers.
Yeah.
So I didn't think of anything of it. So we got our hats together or whatever, and kind of brought them to him, hoping that she'd give us a better deal than 3 to 5 because we got
Right.
a lot of them or whatever. And we hand her the hats, and there's a sticker on them, and the sticker says 10. And she's like, "Oh yeah, these are 10." It's like, what? And she's like, yeah, the stickers, that's the price. They're new to me, so I can't sell them for 3 to 5. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you knew.
Yeah.
Like,
and we bought from her last time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we bought 2 hats, maybe 3. I don't know. It's one of those things you can't get mad at someone because it's like, oh, maybe they did accidentally mix them. So it's like, okay. But I mean, I've been places like that at just even regular thrift stores where someone might put like a price on something and you're like, oh, this says it's $8. Like, no, it's 18. It's like, well, it says 8. And it's like, well, no, it should be 18. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But at least come back and be like, you know what? I'll give it to you for 11 or 12 or something. At least try to meet me in the middle. Like, don't just look at me like, oh, no, it's your fault that you pulled out these, this that had a higher price. It's like she could have been like, oh, wait, that is 10. That one's 5. That one's 5. So it's 20. How about you'll just give me $15 for all 3? Because then it would have been $5 a hat. And it's like, okay, that's worth it. But,
yeah, she knew we were taking our time, going through all those hats, and to just be like, oh, yeah, I forgot. These are actually,
But then
whatever.
we ended up finding clothes that we thought were the other person on that side, but they were actually hers. So I don't know if she gave us a better deal in that sense, but I knew she kind of did feel bad.
I think she did. She felt a little bad.
Just from like kind of, talking to her. And of course, she doesn't want to be on camera because she doesn't do social media.
Yeah, she tells me that afterwards.
So
like I filmed the whole time.
Yeah. Are you filming me? Like, no. What?
What? I always comment. I never answer them. So when they ask, are you filming me? I always say, do you want me to?
Yeah.
Usually they're like, I don't care, but they just want to know.
My cat.
Kitty cat?
My cat wanted to say hi.
Hello. Hola.
Hola, Johnny.
Wow. That's a friendly cat.
Not really. He just knows I'm in here doing something, so he's being nosy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a reason. Like, have you ever seen a seeing eye cat?
No. Yeah. No, I have not. Have you, buddy? No.
That would be pretty funny. I'd like to someone should do a skit like that.
Well, there was a lady, I think, again, all my news is probably from TikTok, sadly. But like this lady had a service animal that was a cat. And I'm pretty sure it was like on an airplane. They're like, I'm sorry, like you can't bring that on the airplane. She's like, what's my service animal? And they're like, it's a cat.
It's a cat.
It's my emotional support animal. It's like, why don't you just grab your whoopee,
try again,
and try it again? Like, you don't need an emotional support cat to fly on an airplane. Like, so.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's funny how it used to not be a thing, but now it's a thing. Like, what did we do before?
We bit our lip and dealt with it. We just flew, and I know I can't remember if it was both flights going to Ohio or not, or going there and coming back, but I know somebody did have a dog. So it's like, is that dog going to yelp or bark the whole time? And like, honestly, I never heard it. So I mean, in that aspect, it was good, but it's like, why are you bringing your animal with you on the plane? Like,
yeah,
it's just annoying. Please don't do it.
I mean, I get it. It seems like there's more people having panic attacks now than But I was actually watching a show, and this guy, so crazy stuff was going on, and he was having a panic attack, didn't know how to deal with it or whatever. Well, then later on, like more stuff keeps happening, and he goes, well, usually I have a panic attack, but I already had my panic attack, so I don't know what to do. Like he was like, it was so overwhelming, but it was funny. Station 11 is the name of the show. It's actually
Okay.
a really good show on HBO Max.
Okay.
Uh, it's one of those like it's the flu breaks out, post-apocalyptic, half the world dies, and they're in Chicago actually, and so but it's one of those that keeps jumping. Like it starts from the night it happened, and then it keeps jumping to like it will say like year 5, year
Mm,
20, and of course that's the years after it happened,
yeah.
and then it keeps coming back to the night of and the day of or whatever, so you could kind of so that's kind of annoying, but it's really well done.
Yeah, I've seen shows like that to where it's kind of hard to follow it like the first couple episodes, and then once you get the feel for it to where they're jumping around, it's like, okay, gotcha. Or they have different hairstyle, or like they have some big long beard where you're like, how do you grow that beard so fast? Like, oh wait, nope, that's in the future.
Well, it's hard at the beginning, like because you're watching, you don't know anybody is or names, and they're like, "Call Frank." You know what? Who's Frank? Like I don't know, and like,
Frank
but
Gallagher.
Frank Gallagher. But yeah. Oh, I got to tell you about I had a negative comment the other day on my eBay.
Oh,
Do you have any negative comments on your eBay?
100%, buddy.
Nice. So, of course, selling now all the time. This
Yeah.
is my second one that I've gotten, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it removed. So, this lady bought some jeans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And bought these jeans, and I get a lot of women that are like, these don't fit, and they return it, no problem. But this lady was irate, like, and she messaged me, and she's like, I got these jeans, and I put my leg in, and a stinky, nasty piece of underwear was in the leg of the jeans. Yeah. And she's like going off. She's like, it was so disgusting. I don't even know how to handle this, and I don't even know what to do. She's like, I just grabbed it with a baggie and threw it away. And I'm like, okay. And that's how she messaged me first, like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Like, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I wash all my stuff. I'm pretty sure there wasn't dirty underwear in your jeans, but whatever. Maybe there was. Maybe it was clung and it got missed or whatever. Cool. And I'm like, yeah, sorry. And she never said like I want to return them or whatever and stuff. And so I'm like, well, if you don't, and she's like, these are disgusting. There's no way I'm keeping these. Like I said, okay, no problem. I offer free returns. You can return it. And she's like, how dare you think I would even touch those again? Like she was irate, and she's like, I threw them away. You want me to dig them out of the trash?
Uh,
And
if
so
you're keeping them, yeah.
right. And so I thought she was talking about she threw away the underwear.
Yeah.
So I go, I go, uh, yes, if I need the jeans back. So yes, if you'd like to dig them out of the trash and return them, then I'll refund you.
That's
And she was irate that I even asked that. And then so she left this super nasty review. Hold on, let me just pull it up because it's quite funny. But then she put into a return with eBay
mm-hmm.
to return it. And if you just put something like it didn't fit or I didn't like it or I just want to return it, no
Mm-hmm.
problem. It's not a hit against you. It's not
Yeah.
eBay, whatever. But if they put in like stuff like wrong item sent or never got the item,
Yeah.
that's a hit against you. And
Right.
she put wrong item. She put that I sent the wrong item. And so uh, so anyway, let me read you this comment. It's pretty funny though. So This was her negative comment. She put, "Buyer beware. When I went to try on the jeans that I purchased from the seller, a nasty and clearly soiled pair of women's underwear fell out of one of the legs, totally sick to my stomach. I immediately threw the jeans in the trash. Seller would not refund unless I sent the jeans back to her." She thinks I'm a girl. "She actually told me to take them out of the trash and mail them back for a refund. Seriously? There is no way that I'm touching them again. I'm totally disgusted. Forced to file a dispute with eBay."
That's ridiculous.
I know. So I think it's like, you know how like they say, like, if you scream and yell and ask for a manager, they'll give you whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. She's just trying to like go crazy and be outlandish, and then probably other people are like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me just refund you the money and stuff." I'm not doing that. Like,
Right. Well, I mean, you already offer free returns anyway, so it's like it's not like you're having to, print out a label and spend your own money on it. It's like
right.
it's free return. Like, even if I got that, be like, dude, that's disgusting. Like, I would just imagine, like, hey, I honestly, like, I threw them away. It's fine. I just won't leave a comment on it. I'm not sure how that happened. I'm really disgusted by it. I don't even want to grab them out of the trash. I just wanted to let you know that that happened. But it's like, if you're wanting me to refund you, you're needing to return the item because
Right.
you're obviously lying. I wonder if it was one of those where they bought it, wore it once, and then ended up like, oh, I actually don't like these that much, and just figured out a way, like, let me just make up this outlandish story to have it sent back.
Or she wants a free pair of jeans. I don't know.
I mean, if you offered to refund it, yeah.
Yeah. Because she figures, okay, well, if he doesn't refund it, fine, I still had to pay for my jeans, but maybe he'll refund the whole thing or partially or whatever, and I'll get free jeans. But I don't know. So she filed a wrong item sent.
Right.
So she said, put in a return, wrong item sent with stinky undies. That's what she said. But her choosing wrong item sent means that that's the reason she's returning it. So eBay's very big on like, because I already reported her. So I reported the buyer saying that she's using this under false pretense. Like,
right.
No, clearly you can see in her comments, it was the right item. It just had nasty underwear in it, I guess. So she put that dispute, and she's got 30 days to send back the item, basically.
Yeah.
So if she doesn't send back the item, which clearly it doesn't seem like she's going to, then eBay will immediately take that away and not refund her and take the negative comment off. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously block that person once you.
Yeah, but it stinks because then I have to wait 30 days and have that comment on my, Yeah. Hopefully people read it and are like, this lady seems crazy. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's highly unlikely that would even happen regardless. It's like, you'd probably be like, hey, there was a dryer sheet in my jeans. Like, okay. Yeah. That's plausible, but not dirty underwear. Like, literally, you dried them, but somehow dirty women's underpants got into the jeans, and you didn't notice it after folding it, putting it in the bag, and they're women's jeans at that, so they're probably not baggy. So if there was something in it, you would notice it, like in the leg.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Yeah. Like you said, it's probably just someone either wanting partial refund or full refund and just wanted the jeans for free. That's true.
Exactly. So yeah, that's my fun little reselling negative comment.
I do not like that.
I do not like it, Sam. I am.
I do not like poopy panties in my pants.
Poopy panties. I picked up some cards, though. Some new cards. I got...
what you're working with?
Marvel Masterpiece.
Okay, I just saw a TikTok where this kid had a bunch of Marvel cards, and I didn't even know that thing. So, okay.
So Marvel Masterpiece, was in the 90s, and they've done newer ones. And I used to love these as a kid. Well, these are basically reproductions
Oh,
that they
okay.
came out with, but they're giant size.
Oh,
So like this, I already opened. So I hate this. So this box, that I think it was like $35 or whatever, but it came with 2 packs in it. So I think that's how they charge so much. Like you think, I don't know. So look, 2 packs. I already opened up the packs. Each pack has only 3 cards in it.
oh my goodness! In that huge box,
Yeah, in the huge box.
it's
It's like really,
like a bag of potato chips.
yeah. So they're Skybox Marvel Masterpiece XL, but
Any Spideys?
so I'll show them to you. So
Okay. Oh, that looks nice. That's pretty. That would look
yeah,
nice.
it's super. Like you could frame these and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're huge.
Yeah.
Like next to my head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That's definitely 8 by 10.
yeah.
Spider-Man, and is that Logan?
Morlun. He's like a
Okay.
Dracula type, but it's like super like refractor like, and then She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
But they're
Okay.
super nice and reflective. I mean, but still.
Is there any resale on those at all? Like,
Yeah, so I already opened up one and sold a different Hulk for $25.
oh, so more or less made your money back.
Yeah. But they're kind of a pain to ship, like because I don't have top loaders this big.
Right. Yeah.
You know who that is?
Uh. Jean Grey.
Nope. It's actually one of my favorite mutants, X-Men.
Is it not Phoenix? Right.
Nope.
I don't know.
Magic.
Oh, I wouldn't know that. If they weren't in a movie, I don't know them. Magic with a K.
Quicksilver.
Nice.
Yeah, they're really cool looking. And then Craven.
Nice.
That's sweet.
Which I'm waiting for that to come on Disney Plus.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably one of the worst movies of the year, but still gonna watch it.
It looks good though. It looks like a good action movie.
Yeah, it's just no one went to see it.
Well, it's good that Sony. I think everybody like boycotted Sony because they didn't let the characters come into Marvel. So it's like, okay, you know what? We're just not gonna come watch your movies.
Did you watch Web Women?
No.
The Web of Lies? Spider Woman?
No.
Madam Web?
Madam Web. Yeah, no.
Madam Web.
You had 50 Shades of Grey girl in it.
Right.
Um,
Sweeney was in it.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't think she's pretty.
Really?
Yeah, she's weird looking.
Yeah, if you look at her close, like in the face.
Well, it's like I didn't realize this. Like we're talking about girls in their 20s now. Like the show's totally shifted gears. But Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina,
Yeah.
right? So she's a singer, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
We're going off the rails.
Yeah. So Sabrina Carpenter, because she kind of looks like the Sweeney girl. Because I saw it once and I'm like, oh, that's Sabrina Carpenter. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's a singer. But then I didn't realize that this is my dork hat going on. I watched Girl Meets World when it came on Disney because it was the spinoff of Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Because it was about Corey Topanga's daughter.
Right.
So her daughter's best friend is blonde girl is Sabrina Carpenter.
Is it really? I missed that.
Because I mean, she was like, in the sense that you could watch something, she's probably supposed to be like 14, 15, 16 in the show.
Yeah.
And oh, she's cute. She'll be really pretty when she's older. Kind of like where people would like look at Drew Barrymore back in the day or something like that. Like, oh man, who was the one person like Topanga? It's like, oh my god, she's so hot. But you're like, okay, she's cute. She's gonna be pretty when she gets older. And now she's like, what did y'all do to her? Like, her face is all like blown up and stuff. And I'm like,
yeah,
this is like the it girl. Like, this is like the
I know,
like Taylor Swift, like popular, but I mean, her songs are everywhere. Like, I don't even listen to radio. but it's like I guarantee her songs are on every radio station because it's
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's just weird that we're in that. I'm definitely that old person now. Like I just saw a meme where it's like watching New Year's Eve ball drop and all these artists. You're like, who?
Dude,
Who is this?
I know.
Uh, but then this year totally like was random because it was like Lenny Kravitz was on there,
Right.
and I'm like, okay. And then they're like, and next up, Alanis Morissette, and I'm like,
No.
what year are we in? Like, what's happening?
None of the kids know who they
Yeah,
are.
yeah. And even I saw, speaking of being old, like I saw a TikTok where it was saying Jason Bateman. Like, y'all know Jason Bateman from Carry On. However, we know Jason Bateman, and it was showing like all the movies he's done like in the past 10 years. But I'm thinking,
Yeah.
dude, I know Jason Bateman from Teen Wolf 2. Okay. That's
What is
where
it?
I know Jason Bateman from.
Silver Spoons, was it?
Silver Spoons, yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Officially getting old.
But the Madam Web movie. So you
Yeah.
haven't seen it?
No, and I'm not going to.
No. You need to watch this movie.
Dude, I didn't see the third Spider-Man with Gyllenhaal. I heard it wasn't great, and I like Gyllenhaal.
Wait.
Were they like a race Spider-Man?
That was the second one.
That's the third one, I thought.
The third one has everybody in it. Tobey Maguire.
I watched that one. Okay, so I didn't watch the second one.
Okay. No, that one was okay. Third one was good though.
Yeah.
But listen, Madam Web,
Tell me.
it okay. It would be in my top 3 worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. But yeah, you have to watch it because it's that bad. Like me and Rachel started watching it, and like a couple minutes into it, we're like, what are we watching? Like, this is horrible. But we couldn't turn away. Like, it was so bad. And like the acting, the editing, like at parts they voiced over stuff and their lips don't match what they're saying.
Oh my.
Like, it's so bad. It's one of those, like, it's laughable. Like, we were laughing through the whole thing. Like, it's hilarious.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think maybe they did that to get like girls to like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Star Wars.
It's all the.
I'm assuming they got Ray to get girls to like Star Wars more, but it's like there are those few and far between things where it's like we don't cross over. Like even if you did a Gwen Stacy movie, but like really in the Spider-Verse, like
Yeah.
you know, like but even if you did just a flat out Gwen Stacy movie with the Sweeney girl, like if you ended up doing that where like it was a solo movie, maybe they had Miles Morales at the very end or something. I don't even know if people would really go to see that because it's like they don't know who Gwen Stacy is or
Right.
what's her name is Spider person,
Spider Gwen.
Spider Gwen. So like people
Or
don't know.
Ghost Spider, they call her.
Yeah, like
Spider.
they don't know who that is. So I think this is that. They're like, okay, is this Spider Man? Oh, it's not. It's girls. Well, what is Spider Woman? I don't want to see.
Yeah, but first of all, Madam Web, she was in the comic. She's an old lady. She's like, she was super old in the comics. And she
Like-
was over the web of life, like for all the spiders and stuff. Stupid story. But so it was a stupid story to begin with. And then they, bring these young girls, into it. It was weird.
I don't know if you've intrigued me enough to watch it or have just made it blatantly clear that I don't ever want to.
I hope we get comments in this and people are like, that's my favorite movie of all time. Like,
I mean, everybody's allowed to have like nostalgic movies. I mean,
right. Yeah. Somebody's going to watch Madam Web. Like it's going to be their first movie they watched as a kid. And they're just going to, see these pretty girls or whatever. And they're like, I don't know, 11 and stuff. And when they get old, they're going to be like, that was the best movie of their childhood.
Well, I mean, you have that you have that genre of people and you have that age. Like I remember looking back, even like Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. So Phantom Menace, you could have made that 20 minutes and it would have been fine.
Right.
But the other two movies, honestly, now looking back, actually aren't that bad.
Yeah.
And my son's favorite movie is Revenge of the Sith. He likes it better than Empire. He likes it better than Jedi.
Yep.
It's like, okay, everybody's going to have their sweet spot as far as like, oh, hey, that's the best Star Wars. That's the best, Marvel movie or whatever. But I don't think anybody's going to flat out just say that Madam Web is their favorite movie. So
I hope I meet that person.
You hope you do. If they say that, I'd be like, you know what? Watch Mac and Me. And then tell me that that's not your favorite movie now. So.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But fun. It was fun.
Yeah. I don't even want to watch it now. I should go in there now and watch it, but I'm not going to.
You should.
I'm not. I refuse. I'm watching Squid Game 2.
So I went back and because I figured out I never finished Squid Game 1.
I thought I did, but then maybe I didn't. But yes, continue.
Yeah, but I know how it ends a little bit.
Yeah.
Mainly because of Mr. Beast, but so yeah, but I'm still rewatching it because there's a lot of stuff I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like,
I think I'm on the last 2 episodes.
Is it good? I heard it's not as good as.
I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I think it's as good as the first one because I don't remember the first one being like just historically great.
Right.
And like obviously they do like the dubbing over. I think that's the worst part is like some of the actors they get like portraying the person. It's like that doesn't even line up with how that person looks like they would sound.
Yeah.
But the guy in it, not the main guy from like the last one, but like somebody else that ends up like being like kind of in his bunk and on his team kind of, I'm pretty sure was the guy that played Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Because he looks really familiar, and I forgot to look it up last night.
Man, that one failed.
But it did, man, and it shouldn't. That was a good movie.
It was.
But yeah, no, I got to look it up. But no, it's decent. I know they're like an hour long now, which is crazy because like I started watching it yesterday, and I don't know how many episodes there are, but like I'm like these are an hour long. I'm like, oh maybe it's like 50 minutes because there's like 10 minutes of Netflix commercial, but it was long. I'm just like
that's true. Because I thought that I had watched all the first season, and I went back and I'm like, I only watched 2 episodes, but it felt like
yeah.
And
obviously there's different games in this one, so that makes it a little bit better. But one of the games they play, like in one of the last 2 episodes,
childhood games.
Yeah, one of the last 2, like I had no idea, like remotely, like what is this crap?
Yeah.
So I kind of fast forwarded through like 15 minutes of it. I'm like, let me just see who dies. Let me just see who gets railed by machine guns here. But yeah, no, it's decent. But I got to finish that up tonight. I'll finish it up tonight and I'll run it on over first thing in the morning.
Run it on over, but not too early. I just like to sleep in.
Oh, you know what would happen if you turned in your homework in my handwriting?
Do you?
You get kicked out of YouTube. You got lots of Nike stuff behind you. You look like you're opening up a Dick's Sporting Good.
I am. How did you know?
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. So that shirt right there, it's a cool I'm not gonna get up, but it's got the flecks of
just use the force.
Like gold and stuff on it and stuff. And the emblem's gold. Okay. Cool shirt, and it's brand new with tags.
Nice.
But it's got stuff on it, like not stains, but stuff. It needs to be washed. And I hate that because it was probably wadded up at the flea market and stuff with other stuff. And so it's brand new, never been worn, but it needs to be washed. And like, do I take the tags off and wash it? Like, or do I try to hand wash it? Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could.
Because it won't be worth as much if it's not brand new with tags. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe try to hand wash it before, just so you get the new with tag option. Are those
See
the
my
crazy, are those the crazy boots behind you in the Nike box?
No, that's an empty box. I just keep some of those boxes if I need to ship, some good shoes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, do you see this jersey?
Is it Auburn?
Yeah. Good job. Yeah.
I know my college football.
Hmm.
I know Florida State beat them in the national championship with
Yeah.
Jameis, loser.
See all the coaches that got fired?
Yeah. So, so what else is new?
Yeah.
And then somebody, I don't think it was the Browns, I can't remember, but somebody asked the Cowboys if they could talk to McCarthy. But it's like, he's still there. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we want to talk to your coach that's still your coach. Like,
Yeah.
that makes no sense. Yeah, no, man. I'm ready for Sunday night, which I don't know when we'll post this, so it might be after. But Sunday night coming up will be the
Hopefully it's before.
Bucks playoffs.
Yeah.
And they're playing the Commanders.
Commanders.
So,
Which I'm happy about that at home, right?
yeah. So, I don't know. I like Jane Daniels. He'll probably be rookie of the year, but I'm like, let's handle business.
I think I told you I went to a preseason game this year,
Mm-hmm.
and they just looked phenomenal. Like live watching them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
they're gonna go like at least
Yeah.
to the playoffs. And yeah, Baker Mayfield is like in a lot of people's top 10, quarterbacks and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, man, he's been balling, man. I was so
Mhm.
happy when they signed him.
I know.
I guess it's been 2 years now, but it's like now it's like every other year. Like if we don't make it all the way, then it's like, okay, so who did we sign? Who did we let go? Who did we
Right.
pick free agency? But yeah, no, I love Baker Mayfield. I'm sure he'll want to stay in Tampa for at least another year or two.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know he loves Tampa and they love him. Like I always see interviews and stuff where he talks about like he's just having fun. And that's what he plays like. He's just out there just having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Foosballs of the devil.
Anything else you want to touch on?
No, I'm finished my drink.
Yeah.
My lemonade. I did grab this. It's in my way.
What old
Need a computer?
What old Macintosh is that?
This is the Macintosh Plus.
Okay. Where'd you get that from?
Macintosh Plus 1 MD.
Where'd you get that?
MB.
From the Benz?
1 megabyte.
1 megabyte? Oh my god.
Yeah, this actually goes for good money. The guy, I didn't even really want it, but I stopped. Like I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And he's like, "I think he started at like $40 or whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, I just I looked at it and I'm like, no thanks," and I walked away. And he's like 30, and I'm like, "No," he's like, "It's like 20," and I'm like, I wasn't really interested. Like I have to lug it around. He's like, "Well, how about $15?" And I go, "Okay." So yeah, I bought it for $15. What's that?
Did you get it in Webster?
Yeah.
When is Webster? Is it always on Mondays?
It's always. I mean, they do it on the weekends too, but Mondays is their big day.
Okay.
So yeah, if you go to like on a Saturday, Sunday, it's like half open. It's kind of a ghost town, but Mondays it's full.
But you said that what is it? MLK Day?
Yes.
Will
January. Yeah. That's going to be good. But yeah, $15, and I looked. I mean, this thing not working parts only is going for like 50, $60. So it's like, yeah.
I mean, shipping's got to be
Yeah.
20, $30 probably also. So
Yeah. Yeah, and it came with the old plastic cover.
Wow.
Remember these?
That's
Come to
great.
school and have to take those off. Yeah.
Have to take that off to play Oregon Trail.
Right. But yeah. Should be good.
Good find, sir.
Good find. Well, that's all, folks.
For now, we will be back.
You will. To be continued. Hey. Thank you for being a friend.
Until next time.
Yeah, you can cough on them.
It's a pickin' paradise where the old turns gold. Writing hidden stories in the pieces sold. Every scratch and scar got a tale they told. In this pickin' paradise where dreams unfold.